hours with a 10-minute intermission between acts. There are concessions and bathrooms in the lobby for your convenience. Please silence your cell phones, and we would like the Okay, sorry. Please silence your cell phones, and we would like to ask that there is no flash photography. And if you are going to record, please don't distract others. If you have a crying or talking baby, please take them out to the lobby as to not distract the actors or the audience. And finally, please refrain from eating in the back. We would like you to know that our orchestra is made up of APS teachers and students. And we heavily discourage any gambling throughout the show. Thank you for coming and enjoy the show. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, guys and dolls.
your cards, your horses, pause and think before it is too late. You are in great danger. I am not speaking of the prison and the gallows, but of the greater punishment that awaits you. Repent before it is too late. Just around the corner is our little mission, where you are always welcome to seek refuge from this jungle of sin. Come here and talk to me. Do not think of me as Sergeant Sarah Brown, but as Sarah Brown, your sister. Join me, brothers and sisters, in resisting the devil, and we can put him to flight forever. Remember, friends, it is the Save Us All mission, located at 409 West 49th Street, open all day and all night, with a special prayer meeting this Thursday.
Poor Miss Sarah. I wonder where a fine doll like her gets mixed up in the mission dodge.
She is a beautiful doll already, 100% eyes.
It is too bad that such a doll spends all her time being good. How does she make any money from that?
Maybe she owns a piece of the mission.
Yeah.
Hey, Benny South Street.
Harry the horse, how are you? You know nicely, Johnson.
Yeah, how goes it?
Nicely, baby.
Tell me, what about Nathan Detroit? Has he got a place for a scrap game?
We don't know yet.
The heat is on.
He's still looking for a place.
Well, tell him I'm loaded and looking for action. I've just acquired 5,000 potatoes.
5,000 bucks!
Where did you acquire
I
it?
collected the reward from my father.
Everybody's looking for action. I wish Nathan finds a place for crap game forward.
Why, Lieutenant Brannigan? Mr. South Street, it is Lieutenant Brannigan of the New York Police Department.
Pleasure.
Any of you guys seen Nathan Detroit?
Which Nathan Detroit is that again?
I mean the Nathan Detroit who's been running a floating crap game around here, getting away with it by moving it to a different spot every night.
Why are you telling us this? Your Honor.
I'm telling you this because I know you two bums work for Detroit, rusting out customers for his crap game.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can tell him for me. I know right now he's running around trying to find a place. Well, no one's gonna give him a place because they all know that Brannigan is breathing down their neck.
Hi, Nathan.
Fellas, I'm having terrible trouble. You see, everybody's scouting on account of that lousy Brannigan, and I can't seem to find...
Something wrong, Mr. Detroit?
Why, hello, Lieutenant. I hope you don't think I was talking about you. There are other lousy Brannigans.
Detroit, I have been talking to your colleagues about your crap game. I imagine you're having trouble finding a place.
Well, the heat is on, as you must know from the fact that you have to live on your own salary.
Did you find a place?
What does that cop want from me? What am I, a sex maniac? I merely run a crap game for the convenience of those who want a little action, and in return for which I take a small cut. Now, is that a crime? Yeah.
Nathan, did you find a place?
Did you find a place for the game?
Did I find a place? Did I find a place? Yeah, I found a place. We are holding the crap game tomorrow night in the Radio City Music Hall.
How are you gonna face the ushers?
I tried all the other regular places. The back of the cigar store, the funeral parlor.
Nathan, you once said there was a chance for the Biltmore Garage.
I went over the Biltmore Garage, spoke to Joey Biltmore himself. He said he might let me take a chance on using the place if I give him $1,000.
1,000 bucks?
In cash. He won't take my marker.
Your mark is no good, huh?
What do you mean? A marker just ain't a piece of paper that says, I owe you $1,000 on Nathan Detroit. No. A marker is like a pledge in which a guy cannot welch on. It's like not saluting the flag. My marker is as good as gold. Only Joey Biltmore don't think so. It don't seem possible. Me without a livelihood, why? I've been running this crap game ever since I was a juvenile delinquent.
Nathan, can't you do something?
What can I do? I'm broke. I couldn't even buy Adelaide a present today. And you know what today is? It's mine and Adelaide's 14th anniversary.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been engaged for 14 years!
Nathan, concentrate on the game. The town's up to here with high players. The Greeks in town.
Randy Bottle Bates.
Scranton Slim.
I know I could make a fortune, but where can I have the game?
The Biltmore Garage. But the 1,000 bucks we ain't got. Why, it's an old reliable name. Name, Detroit. If you're looking for action, don't furnish the spot. Even when the heat is on, it's never too hot. Not for good old reliable name. War is always just a short walk. Then the oldest established permanent floating craft game in New York. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. And an apple out of lettuce from a fella who can get us. If we only had a lousy little bread, we could be a millionaire. Good old reliable name, Detroit. If the size of your bundle you want to increase, the low range that you go broke and quiet in peace. In a hideout provided by name, where there are no neighbors to spawn. It's the oldest established permanent floating crap game in New York. Where's the action? Where's the game? Gotta have the game or we'll die from shame. It's the oldest established permanent floating crap game in New York.
Gentlemen, do not worry. Nathan Detroit's floating crab game will float again. My boys will let you know where it is.
Okay, Nathan. Say, you know who else is looking for looking for action? Scott Masterson. Scott Masterson's in town.
Sky Masterson? There's the highest player of them all.
Higher than the Greek?
Higher than anybody. Why do you think they call him Sky, huh? That's how high he bets. I once saw him bet 5 G's on a cockroach. Oh, and another time when he was sick and he wouldn't take penicillin on account that he had bet 10 C's, his temperature would go to 104.
Did it?
Did it? He's so lucky he went to 106. Good old Sky.
Maybe you can borrow the 1,000 from Sky.
Not Sky. With him, that kind of money, it ain't lending money. It's betting money. Hey, so why don't I bet him? Why don't I bet him 1,000 on something?
You would bet on Sky Masterson?
I ain't scared. I am perfectly willing to take the risk, provided I can figure out a bet where there is no chance of losing. You see, he likes crazy bets, like which lump of sugar a fly will sit on, or I don't know, how far you can kick a piece of cheesecake. Cheesecake, that's it. I need you to run into Minnie's restaurant and ask Minnie how many pieces of cheesecake you sold yesterday and how many pieces of strudel.
How much cheesecake? How much strudel? What do you want to know for?
Just find out. No, beat it! Here comes Adelaide. If she hears I'm running the crap game, she'll never set foot on me again.
Hello, Nathan, dear.
Adelaide, pigeon!
Oh, you go ahead, girls. Order me a tuna fish on rye. Oh, and a chocolate sundae with tomato ketchup and mayonnaise.
Yes, Adelaide.
We'll see you there. Bye, girls. We've got to get back to the hot box.
You're still rehearsing?
Yeah, that slave driver Trolley, he's been working us all day. Finally, I says, look, Trolley, I'm starving. I gotta get out of here and get something to eat. Then he says, you don't want to eat. You just want to sneak out and meet that cheap bum Nathan Detroit.
So what did you say to him?
I told him, I says, I'll meet whoever I want.
Well, don't upset yourself. How's your cold?
Oh, it's much better, thank you. Oh, Nathan, happy anniversary.
A present.
I hope you like it.
A bell.
Read the card.
Sugar is sweet, and so is jelly. So put this belt around your belly. Oh, Adelaide, that's so sweet. Look, honey, about your present. I was gonna get you a nice diamond wristwatch with a gold band and 2 rubies on the side.
Nathan, you shouldn't have.
It's all right, I didn't. I'm sorry.
No, I kind of like it when you forget to give me presents. It makes me feel like we're married.
Don't worry, honey. One of these days I'll be in the money, and you'll have more meat than a mink.
Oh, Nathan, I could do it just about anything. As long as you don't start running that crap game again.
The crab game? What an absurd thought.
1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
Huh? Yesterday, Mindy sold 1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel. More strudel than cheesecake? That's great!
Nathan, what is this?
Nothing, honey.
Hey, any news yet?
Not yet, Harry. I'll let you know.
Okay, Detroit.
What was that about?
Oh, you know, his wife's having a baby.
Why is he asking you?
He's nervous. It's his first wife. Look, Adelaide, I'm expecting a fella, and I know you're hungry, and...
Nathan, are you trying to get rid of me?
No, of course not. It's just, I don't want your sandwich to get soggy. Fellas, why don't you run Adelaide over to the drugstore? Look, honey, it's across the street, and you've got a cold, and there are a lot of open manholes around.
Oh, Nathan, you are so thoughtful. You are just the sweetest person. Goodbye.
Hey, Masterson! Glad to see you, Sky.
Nathan Yule, promoter you.
How are you, Sky? You look great.
Feel great, Nathan. 2 wonderful weeks out in West Nevada. Great place. Beautiful scenery, healthful climate. And I've been for 50 G's of blacks.
50 G's? You staying in town long?
No, I'm flying to Havana tomorrow.
Havana?
Yes, there's a lot of action down there. Want to come with me?
Oh, no, I got things to do here. Meanwhile, how about dropping over to Minnie's for a piece of cheesecake? They sell a lot of cheesecake.
No, I'm not hungry. Tell me, how's Adelaide?
Oh, fine, you know, still dancing at the hot box.
I suppose one of these days you'll be getting married.
Well, y'all gotta go sometime.
But Nathan, we can fight it. Guys like us, Nathan, we gotta remember, now pleasant as the doll's company may be, she must always take second place to aces back to back.
Yeah. Tell me, you hungry yet? How about running over to Minnie's for a piece of cheesecake or a strudel? Something.
No, I think I'll go get the late results.
But you will admit that Mindy sells the greatest cheesecake in the country.
Yes, I'm quite partial to Minnie's cheesecake.
Who ain't? And yet there are some people who prefer Minnie's strudel. Offhand, which do you think he sells more of? The cheesecake or the strudel?
Well, I never give it much thought. But if everybody is like I am, I'd say Mindy sells much more cheesecake than strudel.
For how much?
Huh?
For how much?
Why, Nathan, I never knew you to be a betting man. You always take a percentage off the top.
Well, for old time's sake, I thought I'd give you a little action. I will bet you $1,000 that yesterday Minnie sold more cheesecake than strudel.
Nathan, let me tell you a story.
Oh.
When I was a young man about to go out into the world, my father says to me a very valuable thing. He says to me like this, "Son," the old guy says, "I'm sorry I'm not able to bankroll you to a very large start, but not having any potatoes to give you, I'm not going to stake you to some very valuable advice. One of these days in your travels, a man is going to come to you and show you a nice, brand new deck of cards, on which the seal is not yet broken. And this guy is going to offer to bet you that you can make the jack of spades jump out of the deck and squirt cider in your ear. But son, do not bet this man, for as sure as you stand there, you're going to wind up with an earful of cider." So Nathan, I do not claim you've been clocking Mindy's cheesecake.
You don't think that, do you?
However, if you're really looking for some action, I'll bet you the same $1,000 you don't know the color of the necktie you have on. Well,
No bet! Blue? What a crazy color!
We took Adelaide to the drugstore.
Don't bother me!
Hi, Sky.
good. How's it with you fellas?
Not bad.
Nicely. We took Adelaide to the drugstore, and she says for you to be sure to pick her up after the show at the Hot Box. Don't be late.
Yes, dear. I mean, yes, nicely!
Yes, dear. Nathan, that's husband talk if I ever heard it. You're trapped. In Adelaide, you have the kind of girl that's most difficult to unload.
I don't want to unload her. I love Adelaide. And a guy without a doll, well, I mean, if a guy ain't got a doll, who would holler at him? A doll is a necessity.
Nathan, I'm not putting the rap on dolls. I just say a guy should have them around when he wants them, and when they're easy to find.
Not dolls like Adelaide.
Nathan, figuring weight for age, all dolls are the same.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How come you ain't got a doll? How come you're going to Havana all alone without one?
I like to travel light. But if I wish to take a doll to Havana, there's a large assortment available.
Not real high-class dolls.
Any doll, you name her.
Any doll and I name her? Will you bet on that? Will you bet me $1,000 that if I name a doll, you'll take her to Havana tomorrow?
You got a bet.
I name her!
Her? Sign.
Someday, I'm going to take a pickaxe and rip up Broadway from end to end.
They do it every day.
Do you take sinners here?
Indeed we do. Sarah?
How do you do?
Abernathy. Arvide Abernathy.
Sky Masterson.
What's wrong?
What is the trouble?
My heart is heavy with sin.
You poor man.
I've wasted my life in gambling and evil betting, but I have suddenly realized the terrible things that betting can lead to.
Agatha? Coffee?
Didn't I see you a little while ago on Broadway?
Possibly. I've been wandering around trying to get up the courage to come here.
And you're willing to give up gambling?
Gladly. I would never have become a gambler at all had I not fallen in with evil companions who are always offering me sucker bets.
Here you go, young man.
Thank you. It makes me feel good just talking to you people.
You go on talking to Sister Sarah and you'll be all right. I'm glad you found us.
The Bible says, seek and ye shall find.
Very good. I wish we could find more sinners like you. We're out every day trying.
Maybe you should try the nighttime.
How's that?
As a former sinner, I happen to know that the best time to find sinners is between midnight and dawn. You might even try having an all-night session against the devil.
A very good suggestion indeed. Thank you, Brother Masterson.
You're welcome.
Coffee's just so good. I can't understand why it isn't a sin.
Final gentleman, I suppose he sort of looks after you?
We look after each other.
Uh-huh. And if either of you goes someplace, the other goes along?
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Here are two of our pamphlets that I'd like you to read. They will give you a good deal of comfort.
Thank you.
And we're holding a midnight prayer meeting on Thursday, which I'm sure you'll wish to attend.
I'm sure. Miss Sarah, I hope you won't think I'm getting out of line, but I think it's wonderful to see a pretty doll like a nice-looking lady like you sacrificing yourself for the sake of others. Staying here in this place. Do you ever go anyplace else? Travel or something?
I would like to go to Africa.
That's a little far, but there are a lot of wonderful places just a few hours from New York. By plane. Ever been on a plane?
No.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Here is another pamphlet that I think you should read.
Thank you. Of course. I will need a lot of personal help from you. My heart is as black as 2 feet down a wolf's gullet.
I'll be speaking at the Thursday prayer meeting.
I need private lessons. Why don't we have dinner or something?
I not, Mr. Masterson.
Sorry. Just blossoming under the warmth of your kindness. Hey, that's wrong.
What's wrong?
That's not Proverbs, it's Isaiah.
It's Proverbs.
Sorry, no peace unto the wicked. Isaiah chapter 57, verse 22. Isaiah.
Isaiah.
There are two things been in every hotel room in the country. Sky Masterson and the Gideon Bible. I must have read the good book 10 or 12 times.
You've read the Bible 12 times?
What's wrong with the Bible? Besides, in my line of work, the strangest information frequently comes in handy. I once won 5 G's on a parlay. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Tell me, Mr. Masterson, why are you here?
I told you, I'm a sinner.
You're lying.
Well, lying's a sin. Look, I'm a big sinner. If you get me, it's 8 to 5 the others will follow. You need sinners, don't you?
We're managing.
Let's be honest. The mission is laying an egg. Why don't you let me help you? I'll bet I can fill this place with sinners.
I don't bet.
I'll make you a proposition. When is this big meeting of yours? Thursday? I will guarantee to fill that meeting with 12 genuine sinners. I will also guarantee that they will sit still and listen to you.
And what's my end of the bargain?
Have dinner with me.
Why do you want to have dinner with me?
I'm hungry. Here.
What's this?
Sky Masterson's market for 12 sinners. If you don't think it's good, ask anybody in town. I owe you 12 sinners. I'll pick you up at noon tomorrow for dinner.
At noon?
It'll take us a while to get there.
To get where?
To my favorite restaurant,
Where's that?
El Cafe Cubano in Havana.
El Cafe Cubana in Havana?
Where do you want to eat? Howard Johnson's?
Havana?
Why not? The plane gets us there in 5 hours and back the same night. And the food is great.
I now realize, Mr. Gambler, that when you were describing the blackness of your heart, you didn't do yourself justice.
And I now realize, Sister Sarah, that no matter how beautiful a sergeant is, she's still a sergeant.
Please go away.
Why don't you change your pitch, Sarge? Come to the mission, one and all, except guys. I hate guys.
I don't hate anybody.
Except me. I'm relieved to know that it's just me personally and not all guys in general. It's nice to know that somewhere in the world there's a guy that might appeal to the sergeant. I wonder what this guy will be like.
He will not be a gambler.
I'm not interested in what he will not be. I'm interested in what he will be.
Don't worry, I'll know. For I've imagined every bit of him, from his strong moral fiber to the wisdom in his head, to the homey aroma of his heart.
You have wished yourself a Scarsdale Galahad, the breakfast-eating Brooks Brothers tie.
Yes, and I shall meet him when the time is right.
You've got the guy all figured out,
I have
including what he smokes, all figured out, huh?
all figured out. When my love comes along, I won't take a chance. For he'll be just what I need, not some fly-by-night Broadway romance.
And you'll know at a glance by the 2 pair of pants. like to hear how a gambler feels about the big heartthrob?
No.
Well, I'll tell you. Mine will come as a surprise to me. Mine, I'll leave the chance in chemistry.
Chemistry?
Yeah, chemistry. Suddenly I'll know when my love comes along. I'll know then and there. I'll know by the side of her face how I care, how I care, how I care. And I'll stop and I'll stand and I'll know long before we can speak. I'll know in my heart. I'll know and I won't ever ask, am I wise? Am I right? Am I smart? And I'll stop and I'll stare at that face in the throng. For I'll know when my love comes along. Comes I'll drop in again in case you want to take a crack at the other cheek.
Hello? Hello? Is this the Billmore garage? I want to talk to Joey Billmore.
Who's this?
Nathan Detroit.
This is Joey. What do you want?
Look, Joey, I'm calling about the, you know,
The what?
the crap game?
The what?
The crap game?
Wait a minute. I got a customer.
Well, hurry it up, will ya?
That'll be $8. What'd you say, Nathan?
The crap game!
Shh, don't say it over the phone. Suppose the cops are listening.
You're right. I'm sorry. The dice game. Look, Joey, is it alright if I use your place tomorrow?
If I get $1,000,
You'll get it tomorrow.
then call me tomorrow.
Look, Joey, if you're gonna take that attitude up with me, I'll have the game someplace else.
Then have it someplace else.
Where else am I supposed to have it? Look, Joey, the dough is guaranteed. Would I lie to you?
Yes.
I'm getting it from Sky Masterson.
How do you know?
It's a bet I can't lose. I bet him he couldn't take a doll to Havana.
Why couldn't you?
She ain't the type of doll that goes to Havana.
Where does she go?
She don't go no place. That's why I know I'm gonna win.
Listen, don't be so sure. It ain't a horse. It's a doll.
But Joey,
Nathan, there will be no crap game here tomorrow unless I get my dough in advance.
Joey, you've known me for a long time.
That's why I want it in advance.
Well, look, I can't talk anymore. I gotta meet Adelaide at the hot box. Just one more thing. Could I at least tell the guys it's gonna be at your place tomorrow?
Not till I get the dough.
You'll get it. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I hope you get stabbed by a Studebaker!
And now for the grand finale of Around the World Review, we take you down to the farm with the star Miss Adelaide and the Hot Box Bob Ryan!
I love you. I wish you loved it back. That lousy Joey Fillmore.
Hello, Nathan.
Hello, fine face.
How are you, handsome?
Oh, fine, fine. What do you got there?
A book.
A book? You're always reading books. You're becoming a regular bookie.
Nathan, darling, this is very interesting. The doctor gave it to me. I went to him about my cold.
How is your cold?
It's the same. So, the doctor asked me how long I had had it, and I told him a long time. And I said I thought it was on account of my dancing with hardly any clothes on, which is what I usually wear. So, he told me to read this book, because he said he thought it might be due to psychology.
You haven't got that, have you?
Nathan, this is the psychology that tells you why girls do certain kinds of things.
Would it happen to tell you if a certain doll would go for a certain guy which you wouldn't think she would do so?
What do you mean?
Well, for instance, there are some dolls you can almost bet won't go for certain guys.
Nathan, no matter how terrible a fella seems, you can never be too sure that some girl won't go for him. Take us.
Yeah.
Nathan, starting with next week, I'm going to be getting a raise. So with what I'll be making, I wondered what you would think. Maybe we could finally get married.
Well, of course we're going to. Sooner or later.
I know, but I'm starting to worry about Mother.
Your mother? What about your mother?
Well, you see, Nathan, this is something I've never told you before, but my mother, back in Rhode Island, she thinks we're married already.
Why would she think a thing like that?
I couldn't be engaged for 14 years, could I? People don't do that in Rhode Island. They all get married.
Then why is it such a small state?
Anyway, I wrote to her I was married.
You did, huh?
Uh-huh. Then after about 2 years,
What about after 2 years?
we had a baby.
Oh, Adelaide, you told your mother we had a baby?
I had to. Mother wouldn't have understood if we hadn't.
What type of baby was it?
It was a boy. I named him after you, Nathan.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And tell me, where is Nathan Jr. supposed to be now?
He's in boarding school. I wrote Mother he won the football game last Saturday.
I wish I had a bet on it.
But Nathan, that's not all, Nathan.
Oh, don't tell me he has a little sister.
All these years, Nathan, Mother believes in big families.
Just give me the grand total.
5.
5! Oh, your mother must be a glutton for punishment.
Anyway, Nathan, now that we're finally getting married, and it won't be a lie anymore.
Adelaide, how could you do such a thing to a nice old broad like your mother?
But Nathan, you don't even know my mother.
Well, I'll be meeting her soon then. What'll I tell her? What'll I tell her I did with the 5 kids? That I traded them to the Phillies or something? What are we going to do?
We could get married.
Oh, but marriage ain't something you jump into like it was a kettle of fish. We ain't ready.
I'm ready, Nathan. What do you think I've got in this box? Nathan, what do you think I've got in this box?
Sally's wedding shop. I can't guess.
It's a wedding veil. I've had it for 3 years. I won't show it to you because it's bad luck. Would you like to see it?
It's bad luck.
So you see, Nathan, darling, I got the veil. All we need now is our license and our blood test.
What?
Blood test? It's a law.
What a city! First they closed down my crap game and then they opened my vein!
Nathan, you're not planning to run your crap game.
Adelaide, how could you think such a thing? Why do you think I gave up the crap game? It's because I love you and I want us two to be the happiest married couple in the whole world.
Has anybody seen an earring out here? I don't think so. You. I'm all dated up tomorrow with Society Max, and he breaks it on account of your dopey crap game. Honestly, Adelaide, I pity you. Oh! Here it is.
Adelaide, look at me. I'm down on my knees.
Oh, get up! It reminds me of your crap game.
Look, honey, you're getting yourself upset. You and I are gonna be all right. After all, we love each other and we're gonna get married.
I don't believe you anymore.
But it's true. Come on, you'll feel better tomorrow. Cheer up, honey. Let's see that big smile. That's my girl. I'll see you tomorrow.
It's to some long frustration may react with psychosomatic symptoms difficult to endure, affecting the upper respiratory tract. In other words, just from waiting around for that quaint little band of gold, a person can develop a cold. You can spray it wherever you figure the streptococci lay. You can give her a shot for whatever she's got, but it just won't work. If she's tired of getting the fisheye from the hotel collect, a person can develop a cold. It says here, the female remaining single, just in the legal sense, shows a neurotic tendency. C note. Tendency C note. Oh, tendency C note. Chronic organic syndromes. Toxic or hypertense. Involving the eye, the ear, and the nose, and the throat. In other words, just from worrying whether the wedding is on or off, a person can develop a cough. You can feed her all day with the vitamin A or the bromo fizz, but the medicine never gets anywhere near where the trouble is. If she's getting a kind of a name for herself and the name ain't his, a person can develop a cough. And furthermore, just from stalling and stalling and stalling the wedding trip, a person can develop a grip. When they get on the train to Niagara, and she can hear church bells chime, the compartment is air conditioned, and the mood sublime. Then they get up at Saratoga for the 14th time. A person can develop la grip, la post-nasal drip, with the wheezes and the sneezes and a sinus that's really a poop. From a lack of community property and a feeling she's getting too old, a person can develop a big bad cold. Hey, Nicely. What are you looking at?
Sky was just following Miss Sarah around. You should have seen her. She gave him a look that would have cooled off a moose at mating time.
Great. Just so we don't take us to Havana.
Havana? He could have taken that doll to New Rochelle. Where's Nathan? He ought to start lining up the game.
I don't know. I suppose trying to see Adelaide. She's mad at him. Again.
That Miss Adelaide, she's always taking his mind out on his wife.
Yes, Nicely. It's too bad that a smart businessman like Nathan has to go and fall in love with his own fiancée.
Betty, that is his weakness. And we should be tolerant.
because I am told it is a worldwide weakness. Look.
What's playing at the Roxy? I'll tell you what's playing at the Roxy. The story of a Minnesota man so in love with a Mississippi girl that he sacrifices everything and moves all the way to Biloxi. That's what's playing at the Roxy.
What's in the daily news? I'll tell you what's in the daily news. Story about a guy who bought his wife a small movie with what otherwise would have been his union dues. That's what's in the daily news.
What's happening all over? I'll tell you what's happening all over. Guy sitting by a television set who used to be something of a rover. That's what's happening all over. Love is a thing that has liquor. And it looks like Nathan's just another victim. Yes, so when you see a guy reach for stars in the sky, you can bet that he's doing it for some dog.
When he's caught a John waiting out in the rain, chances are he's insane as only a John can be for a day.
When you meet a gent, paying all kinds of rent for a flat that can fly the Taj Mahal. Call it sad, call it funny, but it's better than eating money. That's a guy only doing it for some dog.
Saving half of his gold, you can bet that he's making it for some gold.
When a plum buys wine like a monk in a boy, it's a cinch that the plum is under the thumb of some little boy.
When you meet a bug, lately out of the jug, and he still lived in platinum Walderall.
Call it hell, call it heaven, it's a probable 12 to 7 that the guy's only doing it for some dog.
And his cash has one short, make a bet that he's making it for some gold.
When a guy wears tails, which is drunk women right, who in the heck do you think is tickle and pink on Saturday night?
When a lazy slum takes a good steady job, and he smells from white talent and barbasol.
Call it dumb, call it clever, I'll bet you can get by forever. That's the guy's only doing it for some dog, some dog, some dog. The guy's only doing it for some dog.
Well, you finally lost him.
I do think you should have paid some attention to him.
Yes, he attended every street meeting we had this morning. He must be interested in our work. Very. By the way, you spoke beautifully this morning, Sarah.
No, I can't reach these people. I should never have volunteered for this post. Well, let's go in for lunch. And I was going to convert Broadway all by myself. I was going to take these gamblers and have them just begging to come to the mission. General Cartwright. Good morning, Sarah. Armide.
Good morning, General.
We didn't know you were coming to town, General.
Oh, I got in early this morning. I've spent the last hour trying to find you.
Oh, I'm sorry. We've been holding some extra street meetings, trying to stimulate more interest.
Good morning, General.
Good morning.
Sarah, there's
Something I need to talk to you about.
Oh, won't you come inside? Have some lunch with us?
No, I don't have time, dear. I have several other calls to make. Sarah, we at headquarters have come to a definite conclusion. We've decided to close this branch of the mission.
Oh, no.
Close the mission?
But, General, please, someone can do good here even if I can't. Sarah, there are so many other calls on us. So many places where our work is truly needed.
But we are doing much better now.
We've announced a big meeting for tomorrow night.
You've announced a meeting. But will anyone be here? Will anybody come?
Pardon me, I couldn't help over here. General, my name is Sky Masters, former senator.
How do you do?
How do you do? I wish to protest the closing of this mission. I believe Miss Sarah can be a big success here.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that, but I'm not so certain.
$1 will get you 10.
What?
General, might I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Why don't you come to the meeting tomorrow night and find out for yourself? Don't you think that'd be a good idea?
Well, if I thought the mission still had a chance, then
General, I personally guarantee you 1 dozen genuine sinners.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
You all got incarnations?
Yeah.
Remember, no. What are you doing? Remember, no one will be let into the game without they got red carnations. It's like a password.
Okay, but where's the game?
I'll tell you in a minute. Hey, is it all set? Can I tell the guys it's in the Bilbo garage?
Not yet. I gotta stall him for a while. Joey wants his dough first.
But it's 11 o'clock. They could stick around much longer.
So sue me. I left nicely at my hotel to pick up the money from Sky. It'll be there. Where's the dough?
It hasn't come yet.
I told you to wait for it.
I had to get some groceries. I felt a little faint.
Go back to the hotel and wait for the money from Sky, and don't come back here without it, even if you starve to death!
Okay, Nathan.
Where's the game, Detroit?
Hey, Harry the horse! How are you, Harry? How's everything in Brooklyn?
Detroit, if you do not have a place for a game, then tell us, and we will seek elsewhere for entertainment.
Now, take it easy,
I
Harry.
hope Detroit, you will not spoil life, and as much as I happen to be entertaining a very prominent guest tonight, I think you might have heard of him. I'd like you to meet Big Julie from Chicago.
Why, hello, Big Julie.
Hello, Big Julie.
Welcome to our fair city where, as you must know, the heat is on, but just be patient and you'll get some action.
What do you say, Big Julie? Shall we stick around or shall we blow?
I give you a shoot crap. Let's shoot crap.
Sure.
Detroit, Nathan! If there is no game tonight, I am sure Big Julie will be considerably displeased. And Big Julie does not like to be displeased. As you can find out from those citizens who at one point or another displeased her. Although I will admit it is very hard to find such citizens in view of the fact that they're no longer out and about.
Why, Harry, you don't think I would be as so rude as to displease a gentleman like Big Julie here, do you? Big Julie, believe me when I tell you when Nathan Detroit! When Nathan Detroit got this firm grip. When Nathan Detroit arranges something, you can count on it that it is seen through.
Well, an interesting gathering indeed. The cream of society. Angie the Ox, Society Max, Rusty Charlie, Liver Lips Louie. Hey, Harry the Horse, all the way from Brooklyn, and pardon me, I'm very bad on names, but your face looks familiar. Mind telling me where you're from?
East Cicero, Illinois.
And what do you do there?
I'm a scoutmaster.
I'll never help my mother cross the street. Lovely. This looks like the male chorus from Blossom Time. What's the occasion?
Well, you know, we're here because, well,
It's a party.
Indeed. What kind of party?
it...
Goodbye, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.
It's a bachelor dinner.
Nathan's getting married.
That's correct, Lieutenant. It's a bachelor dinner. Nathan's getting married.
Yes, sir. For
He's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow.
Which nobody cannot deny.
Oh, Nathan, darling, I'm so thrilled. Why didn't you tell me?
It was a surprise.
But when I saw you standing here with all of these fine gentlemen, I never would have dreamed it was a bachelor dinner. I thought it was.
Oh, it's a bachelor dinner.
It's a bachelor dinner.
Yes, sir, it's a bachelor dinner.
Just think, after 14 years, I'm finally going to become Mrs. Nathan Detroit. Time certainly does fly.
Tell me, Nathan, when is the happy day?
When will it be, Nathan?
Well, it'll probably be...
Nathan, these good fellows are nice enough to give you a bachelor dinner. The least you could do is tell them the wedding day.
Well, we need time for our license and our blood test.
Gee, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could get married tomorrow night, right after the show at the Hot Box?
Adelaide, we need time for our license and our blood test.
You could elope.
What?
You could drive down to Maryland. What's the name of that town?
Pimlico.
Not Pimlico, no, Nathan, Elton. They'll marry you right away. They don't ask you for a blood test.
Ain't that unhealthy?
Nathan, that's a great idea. Oh, whoa, I'll lend you my getaway car. My Buick.
Oh, Nathan, let's do it!
Why, what the hell?
Yeah.
My congratulations to Nathan, and I only hope there is nothing in heredity.
Oh, I have so many things to do before we elope. You'll be at the Hot Box tomorrow night.
Oh, yes, I'll have my table reserved and I'll be dressed up in, whatever you elope in.
Oh, Nathan, I'm so happy! I ought to wire my mother. Ooh, only what'll I wire her?
Send the telegram and date it back.
I better wait till we have 5 kids. It won't take us long.
Nathan, you are indeed a lucky fellow and a most beautiful ball indeed. Do you agree, Big Julie?
Tell me, how long you known the dog?
14 years.
Let's shoot crap.
Nathan, you'd better find a place.
How can I? The money from Sky ain't come yet.
Maybe it won't come. Maybe he took the doll to Havana.
He couldn't have. How could he? She couldn't have gone.
native flavor.
What's the name of the flavoring?
Bacardi.
It's very good. I'll have another. Doesn't Bacardi have alcohol in it?
Only enough to act as a preservative.
You know, this would be a wonderful way to get children to drink milk.
son. It's over and you still chant. Are you alright?
Am I alright? Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're cozy and clingy. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bell, I'd be ringing. From the moment we kissed tonight, that's the way I've just got to behave. Boy, if I were a lamp by the light, or if I were a banner I'd wave. Ask me how I feel, little me with my quiet upbringing. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a gate, I'd be swinging. And if I were a watch, I'd start popping my springs. Or if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding. Ask me how do I feel from this chemistry lesson I'm learning.
Chemistry?
Yeah, chemistry. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bridge, I'd be burning. Yes, I knew my morale would crack from the wonderful way that you looked. Boy, if I were a duck, I'd quack. Or if I were a goose, I'd be goosed. Ask me how do I feel. Ask me now that we're fondly caressing. How if I were a salad, I know I'd be splashing my dressing. Ask me how to describe this whole beautiful thing. Well, if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, so wonderful. Why don't we stay here for a few days so we can see how wonderful it's really like?
I think we'd better hurry if we want to catch the plane back to New York.
I don't want to go back to New York.
I'm taking you back.
You're no gentleman.
Look, a doll like you shouldn't be mixed up with a guy like me. It's no good. I'm no good. You know why I took you to Havana? I made a bet. That's how you met me in the first place. I made a bet.
How else does a girl get to meet a gambler?
Come on.
No!
I gotta think what's best for you.
Oh, you talk just like a missionary. Thank you for bringing me back. I must have behaved very badly.
No, you were fine.
Totally. I don't know how I'm gonna get home with all of this stuff. It was wonderful of you to give it to me. Oh, Sky, hello.
How are you, Miss Adelaide?
Oh, fine. Look, the girls just gave me a kitchen shower. They went to an all-night drugstore and surprised me with a kitchen shower. Look.
That's wonderful, Adelaide. You know Miss Sarah?
How do you do? Glad to meet you. You know, we're eloping tomorrow night right after the show with the Hot Box, Nathan and I.
Good luck.
Thank you. Gee, I feel just like a housewife already. I know I'm gonna love being in the kitchen. I've tried all the other rooms. Oh, guys!
Miss Adelaide certainly seems happy.
She's in love.
Yeah, I guess so.
What time is it?
I don't know. 4 o'clock?
This is your time of day, isn't it? I've never been up this late before.
How do you like it?
It's so peaceful and wonderful.
You're finding out something I've known for quite a while. My time of day is the dark time, a couple of deals before dawn, when the street belongs to the cop and the janitor with the mop, and the grocery clerks are all gone. When the smell of the rain-washed pavement comes up clean and fresh and cold, and the street lamp light fills the gutter with gold. That's my time of day, my time of day, and you're the only doll I've ever wanted to share it with me. Obadiah.
Obadiah, what's that?
Obadiah Masterson. That's my real name. You're the first person I've ever told it to. I've never been in love before. Now all I wanted to is you forevermore. I've never been in love before. I thought my heart was safe. I thought I knew the score. But this is wine that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish song, and out my song must pour. So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in love
Morning, Brother Masterson.
Good morning.
We followed your suggestion. We stayed out all night, spoke to a lot of sinners. Where have you been, Sarah?
I've been to Cuba.
You're even more tired than I am.
Hey, what is this? Hey, what is this?
Someone must have tipped them off. I've seen a lot of strange things in my time, but this is the first time I've ever seen a floating crap game going on full blast in a mission.
Crap game.
Sarah, you know I had nothing to do with this, don't you? Sarah?
This never would have happened if I hadn't. I never should have gone with you. It was wrong.
No, it wasn't. You went to go help the mission.
Did I?
Will I see you tomorrow?
Everyone is welcome at the mission.
That's not what I mean.
It's no good, Sky. You said it yourself, it's no good.
Why not? What kind of a doll are you anyway?
I'm a mission doll.
evening.
Bring me a ride soda.
Hi, Sky. Have you seen Miss Adelaide?
Huh?
I have a message for her from Nathan. I wish Nathan would bring his own messages.
What's the message? Where's Nathan? Oh, it's like this. Nathan's aunt in Pittsburgh was suddenly taken ill with A rare tropical disease?
Yeah, that's not bad. Anyways, Nathan.
Nice. What's the message? Where's Nathan?
The crap game's still going on.
Since last night.
Big Julie's being a labs loser. Does not wish the game to terminate. In fact, he's most insistent. So we find a new place and the game goes on.
Where's the game?
You're looking for action?
No, I'm leaving town tonight. But I would like to talk to some of the guys. You see nicely, I gave my market tips. Well, some. And I'd kind of like to clean it up before.
I'll meet you outside.
What about Nathan's message?
Oh, Miss Adelaide. Nathan's in Pittsburgh with a rare tropical land. Goodbye.
What? I don't understand. Sky, Nathan has to come here tonight. We're eloping to get married. Is it the crap game again?
You know Nathan.
But he promised to change.
Change. Why is it the minute you dolls get a guy that you like, you take him right in for alterations?
What about you men? Why can't you marry people like normal people do and live normal? Like people. Have a home with wallpaper and bookends.
No, Miss Adelaide.
What do you mean, no?
Guys like Nathan Detroit and, yeah, Sky Masterson. We don't belong in a life like that. So when dolls get mixed up with guys like us, it's no good. No good. See you in a couple months.
Where are you going?
I don't know. Las Vegas, maybe? I got a ticket on the late plane.
Will you see Nathan before you go?
Maybe.
Tell him. I never want to talk to him again. And to have him call me here.
Look, why don't you get another guy?
I can't. I love Nathan. Wait till you fall for somebody. You'll find out.
Yeah.
In other words, just from sitting alone at a table reserved for two, a person can develop the flu. You can bundle her up in her woolies, and I mean the warmest brand. You can wrap her in sweaters and coats till it's more than her frame can stand. If she still gets the feeling she's naked from looking at her left hand, a person can develop the flu, 103.2. So much virus inside that her microscope slide looks like a day at the zoo. Just from wanting her memories and writing the story that folks can be told, a person can develop a cold. Achoo.
Not so fast, Sarah, not so fast. Look, suppose there's not a meeting tonight. Suppose nobody is there at all. We'll explain to the general.
We won't have to explain. It'll be very clear. I just want to get away from this whole place, to go someplace where
Where the sinners are all respectable and well behaved.
you saw what happened last night. They gambled in our mission.
And soon they'll be praying there. Even a man like Sky Masterson, he came seeking refuge.
He
came seeking me. Did you know that?
Are you kidding? I knew that the moment he started picking on you. But I didn't know you were going to get stuck on him.
I'll get over it.
What do you want to get over for? It isn't pneumonia.
The man I love will not be a gambler.
But if you love him enough...
He will not be a gambler.
Sarah, dear, I've always taken care of you. All I want is for you to be happy. Velvet, I can wish you for the color of your coat, and fortune smiling all along your way. The more I cannot wish you than to wish you find your love, your own true love this day. Mansions I can wish you, 7 footmen all in red, and calling cards upon a silver tray. The more I cannot wish you than to wish you find your love, your own true love this day. Standing there, gazing at you, full of the bloom of youth. Standing there, gazing at you, with the sheep's eye and the licorice tune. Music, I can wish you merry music while you're young, and wisdom when your hair is turned to gray. The more I cannot wish you than to wish you find your love, your own true love this day. With the sheep's eye and the licorice tune, and the strong arms to carry you away.
Good evening, Miss Sarah. Well, Brother Abernathy, how goes it with this whole thing? Tonight's the big meeting, isn't it?
Well, it's supposed to be. The general's coming and she's expecting, well,
The general's a tough doll, eh?
well, very few people will be there. In fact, nobody at all.
I
And
don't think Mr. Masterson is interested in our troubles, Grandfather. We've got to hurry.
Miss Sarah, you've forgotten something. But being a gambler, I never forget things like this. You still hold my marker for 12 cents tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Masterson, but I'd rather you forgot about it.
I cannot welch a marker.
Mr. Masterson, last night the mission was filled with your friends. Let us say we're even.
if you do not pay off that marker, I will tell the whole town that you are a dirty welcher.
Nice! Where's the crowd?
Wolfsgeit's about 10 minutes walk from here.
Which way?
This way.
Hey, wait a minute. Where you all going? I came here to shoot crap.
We've had enough.
Go home.
You see, Big Julie, the fellas are pretty fatigued of weariness from shooting crap for a while now. Namely 24 hours.
I do not care whose side. I'm out 25 G's, so nobody leaves.
Gentlemen, I begin to see the logic of Big Julie. It is not that Big Julie is a bad loser, it is merely that he prefers to win. Ain't that right, Big Julie?
Give me dice and shoot 500.
Take 200.
I'm not sick.
If you do not shut up, Big Julie will arrange the other half.
Ha! 1 to 1, Snake Eyes, you lose. And 50 for the house, but the dice is still yours, and your luck is bound to pick
Shut up, another 5.
200 more.
Here comes that big lucky roll.
Ha!
Snake Eyes again, you lose.
Tough luck, Big Julie.
Well, that cleans me.
Thank God!
But I ain't through yet. I will now play on credit.
You see, Big Julie, the boys are pretty tired. Of course, me personally, I'm fresh as a daisy.
Then I'll play with you.
Me?
Yeah, you've been raking down out of every pot. You must have by now quite a bundle.
Well, being I assume the risk and all, it is only fair I should assume some dough.
Detroit, I'm gonna roll you really or nilly. And if I lose, I will give you my marker.
And if I lose,
You will give him cash.
let me hear it from Big Julie.
All right. You will give me cash.
Now I heard it.
Here's my marker. Now put up your dough. Is anything wrong?
No, it's just I owe you 1,000 signed X. How is it you can write 1,000 but you cannot even write your own signature?
I was good at arithmetic, but I stunk in English.
Here, this will put you through Harvard.
I'm rolling 1,000, and to change my luck, I will use my own dice.
Your own dice?
I had them made for me, especially in Chicago.
Big Julie, you cannot interpolate Chicago dice in a New York crap game.
That is breach of etiquette.
Show me where it says that in the Emily Post.
And not that I wish to seem petty or anything, but may I take a look at these dice?
Sure.
But these dice, they ain't got no spots on them. They're blank.
I had the spots taken off for luck, but I remember what the spots formerly were.
You're gonna roll these dice and call them from remembering what the spots formerly was?
Why not?
I see no reason.
Ha! A 5 and a 5.
Well,
20 cents.
I still got a chance.
Tenzi come againzi.
I hope he falls down on his Etsy.
And ha! A 10. I win.
A 10?
A 6 and a 4.
Which is the 6 and which is the 4?
Either way. Now, get it up there.
I just remembered, I'm eloping tonight. Adelaide is waiting for me.
Get up to 2,000.
How about letting some of the other chaps in on the fun?
No,
Come on,
that's
let's
fair,
roll,
that's
Big
fair.
Julie.
After I'm through with you, 2,000. Get it up there. Ha! 7. I win.
What a surprise.
Now I will give you a chance.
What do you mean?
I will roll you for $1.
I'll take all of it.
Oh, how do you like that? Snake Eyes, I lose.
For this, I gotta pen down.
Now I'll give you a chance. I'll roll you for 3,000.
3 G's?
I'm rolling you for 3 G's. Get it up there.
Wouldn't it be more convenient if I put it in your pocket?
Get it up there. Ha! 11. I win.
Well, that cleans me.
And now I will play with you guys.
Wait a minute. You gotta give me a chance to get even. I will roll you with my dice.
All right, Detroit, that's fair. What are you going to use for money?
I will give you my mark.
And you want Big Julie to put up cash.
Nathan done it.
Sure I done it. What kind of deal is this anyways?
Take it easy, Nate.
Here with this no spot dice. Somebody ought to knock the spots off of him.
Nathan, you'll make Big Julie have to do something to you.
Yeah, I'm on vacation.
Go ahead. Shoot me. Put me in cement. At least I would know where I am. I risked my neck for a crap game. I even promised to get married on account of it. So look how I wind up. Broke in the sewer. So believe me, my big tough friend from Chicago, there is nothing you can't do that won't jimmy up.
Here they are.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Well, fresh blood, you looking for some action?
Not at the moment. I would like to talk to some of you guys.
We ain't talking, we're shooting crap.
I'm asking for only 1 minute.
We are shooting crap here.
It has to do with Miss Sarah Brown's mission.
Say, who is this guy?
It's the fellow I was telling you. Took the mission though to Havana.
Oh, I get it. Look, fellow, why don't you go back to your praying tomato? You're slowing up the action around here.
If you want action, would you care to make a small wager on a proposition?
What's the proposition?
Am I right-handed or left-handed?
Well, how would I know a thing like that?
I'll give you a clue.
Whoa. Kindly return Mr. Sears' roebuck.
Look, you guys. Tonight at Miss Sarah Brown's mission at 409 West 49th Street, they're holding a midnight prayer meeting. I promised I would deliver to them some sinners. And when it comes to sinning, you guys are pretty high up among the pink ones.
I don't want to waste no ether in no hallelujah joint.
If you won't do it as a favor to me, do it as a favor to yourselves. I guarantee you the air in the mission smells cleaner than down here. And maybe it would not hurt you guys to learn something else besides the odds on making it for the hard one.
You've been reading the Bible too much.
So what? Maybe the Bible don't read as lively as a scratch sheet, but it is at least twice as accurate. Well, that's right. See you around, Nathan.
Oh, hey, Sky, about the Havana business, I regret I temporarily do not have the 1,000 to pay you.
You don't have to pay me. You won.
But I thought you took Miss Sarah to Havana.
You spelled wrong.
Get over here, Big Julie! I now have the 1,000 to roll to you with my dice!
Nothing doing. With those dice, he cannot make a pass to save his soul.
What'd you say?
I says with them dice, he cannot make a pass to save his soul.
Well, maybe I can make a pass to save his soul. And yours? And yours?
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna roll the dice. I'll bet each of you $1,000 against your souls. 1,000 cash against the marker for your souls. If I win, you show up at the mission tonight. Is it okay?
Wait. Let me get this. If you lose, we each get $1,000. But if you win, we gotta go to Submission Dolls Cabaret.
If I win, you show up at the Save a Soul mission. One meeting.
Okay by me.
By me too.
You too, Nathan. $1,000 against your soul.
Me? I don't even know if I got one.
You got one someplace.
Benny, how do you spell soul?
Oh, Nathan. S-O.
All right. Put down your markers. Give me the dice.
1 second. There you go.
And give me a rope.
Come on, quit stalling. Roll.
What's the matter, Sky? Third and chicken?
You've seen me roll for 100 G's. But I got a little more than dough riding on this one. They call you Lady Luck, but there is room for doubt. At times you have a very unladylike way of running out. You're on this date with me. The pickings have been lush, and yet before this evening is over, you might give me the brush. You might forget your manners. You might refuse to stay. And so the best that I can do is pray. Luck to be a lady tonight. Luck to be a lady tonight.
don't want to go to no prayer meeting.
Big Julie, you put up your marker, and if you welch, you will cause me no little embarrassment. And I am sure you do not wish to cause me embarrassment.
But if it ever gets back to Chicago that I wish to prayer meeting, no decent person will talk to me.
Adelaide!
Oh! What a coincidence.
Adelaide, it nicely explained to you about tonight. I hope you ain't sore about it.
Please, let us not have a vulgar scene. After all, we are civilized people. We do not have to conduct ourselves like a slob.
Adelaide, what is this? You're my doll!
Your doll? Please, if that weren't so amusing, one could laugh at it.
Oh, sweetheart baby, how can you carry on like this? Over one lousy elopement.
It's no use, Nathan. I have succeeded in you not being able to accept me no more. I have got you completely out of my...
Oh, baby, don't ever do that to me again. I can't stand it. Look, we'll get married. We'll have a home. A little white house with a green fence. Just like the Whitney colors.
Nathan, we've got to do it soon. I had another letter coming in from my mother today asking a lot of questions. And she put in a letter for you, too.
A letter for me? From your mother? Well... Dear son Nathan, this is my first letter to you, although you have now been married to my daughter for 12 years. But I feel like I know you from Adelaide's letters, and in my mind's eye, I can see you as you go down to work every morning at 7. What a responsibility it must be to be the assistant manager of an AMP? I'm not even the manager?
I was going to promote you for Christmas.
I know how hard you have to work to take care of Adelaide, the 5 kids, and the one that's on the way?
Mama wanted me to visit her, so I had to tell her that.
Don't you know I can't have 6 kids on what they pay me at the AMP? I am very proud to call you a son-in-law. You're a good man, and I know you will always take care of Adelaide. God, I feel like a heel.
Look, Nathan, we can still make everything all right. Look, it's not even midnight yet. 5 minutes to 12. Let's elope right now.
Okay, Adelaide.
Nathan, come on, we'll be late. Come on.
No, I can't.
Nathan, why can't we elope now?
Because, well, I gotta go to a prayer meeting.
Nathan, this is the biggest lie you've ever told me.
But I promise you it's true.
You promised me this, you promised me that, you promised me anything under the sun. You give me a kiss and you're grabbing your hand, you're off to race again. When I think of the time gone by, and I think of the way I tried, I could honestly die.
Call a lawyer and sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love you. Give a holler and hate me, hate me. Go ahead, hate me.
The best she gives my life, I was a fool to give to
Right already, I'm just a no good Nick. Alright already, it's true. So new, so sue me, what can you do me? I love
You can't win it, you can't win it, you can't want everything all except me, and I'm sick of you giving me everything and to go back in the money again. When I think of the time gone by,
Adelaide!
the way I cried, I could honestly die.
Serve the paper and sue me, what can you do me? I love you! Give a holler and hate me, go ahead, hate me.
When you went to jail, you'll come for me to jail.
Right already. So call a policeman. All right already, it's true. So new, so sue me,
I know what's wrong. I'm wrong. I've failed. I've spoken to these people day after day, but my words haven't reached them. I think you had better just...
Welcome, brothers. Welcome.
Everybody here? Where's Nathan Detroit?
Present.
Miss Sarah, here you are. 1 dozen or more assorted sinners. Sorry we didn't have time to clean them up.
Won't you gentlemen sit down?
Sit down! All of you.
I would like to welcome you gentlemen to the Save a Soul mission.
This is a mission, not rose. And I suggest you do not indulge in any unpleasantness. Since I'm required to depart for points west tonight, I'm appointing Nathan Detroit, Major Domo in my place. Nathan, anybody who does not conduct himself according to Hoyle will answer to Sky Masters in person. And that means in person.
What a remarkable young man.
So remember that, you guys. Brother Abernathy, your dice.
Gentlemen, we are honored tonight. Our meeting will be held and conducted by the head of our organization, General Cartwright.
It is wonderful to see our mission graced by the presence of such evil-looking sinners.
Yeah.
Now, who would like to get the ball rolling by giving testimony?
Benny, give testimony.
I ain't no stool pigeon.
Oh, come, brothers, I know it is difficult, but one must give testimony to the sin that is in his heart.
Benny, tell him what a bum you are!
Benny.
I always been a bad guy. And a gambler. But I ain't gonna do it no more. I thank you.
There, don't you feel better now?
I'm alright.
Big Julie!
Well, I used to be bad when I was a kid, but I've gone as straight as I can prove by my record. 33 arrests and no convictions. Let's do it.
Harry!
Oh, no.
Harry the horse!
Well, like when Sky was rolling us for our souls.
I beg your pardon?
Sky Masterson. He rolled us $1,000 against our souls. That's why we're here.
I don't think I understand.
I do, General. He means that they are only here because Mr. Masterson won them in a dice game.
How wonderful! This whole meeting the result of gambling. It shows how good can come out of evil. Sergeant Sarah, you have done remarkable work.
That has achieved a...
Hey, I ain't finished my testimony. My sins is that when Sky rolled on us, I wish that I got the $1,000 instead of having to come here. But now that I'm here, I still wish it.
Anyone else?
We will now hear testimony from Brother Nicely Johnson. Brother Nicely Johnson!
Get up, got one for flow.
Well, it happened to be kind of funny, like a dream. That's it, a dream.
Tell us, in your own words.
I dreamed last night I got on the boat to heaven, and by some chance I had brought my dice along, and there I stood, and I hollered, someone thing, but the passengers, they know right from wrong. For the people have said sit down, you're rocking the boat. The people have said sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil will drag you under, but the shark will let us check it go. Sit down, you're rocking the boat.
testifying in court, where I will testify that you ran a crap game here in this mission last night. Miss Sarah, you were standing right there when they came out. Aren't these the fellows?
I never saw them before in my life.
There's my broad.
Now, excuse us, officer, we would like to continue this meeting.
I have never seen crapshooters spend so much time in a mission. Maybe that's what they mean by holy rollers.
Thank you, Miss Sarah. People, I also have a confession, and I need to get it off my chest. The fact is, we did shoot crap here last night, and we're very sorry about it. Angry boys!
Sorry.
I apologize. But I did another terrible thing. I bet a certain guy that he couldn't take a certain doll away with him on a trip. And this I should never have done. Although it did no harm as I did win the bet.
You won the bet?
Sure. The guy told me he didn't take the doll. Oh, that makes me feel a whole lot better.
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah!
Gentlemen, we will now sing number 244, Follow the Fold.
Follow the fold and stray no more, stray no more, stray no more. Put down the bottle and we'll say no more. Follow, follow the fold.
Oh, hello.
Good evening.
I'm Adelaide, the well-known fiancée.
Oh, yes, when are you getting married?
The 12th of never.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I couldn't even get close enough to a church to be left at it. Gee, what'll I ever tell my mother?
Oh, your mother will understand. Just tell her your engagement is broken.
I'm afraid that might confuse her. Maybe I'll tell her Nathan is dead. And then see to it.
You mustn't hold hate in your heart, Miss Adelaide. Try to be forgiving and understanding, and the pain will go away. In the Bible, it tells us in Isaiah.
You got a boyfriend named Isaiah, huh?
Isaiah was an ancient prophet.
Don't tell me. Nobody cries like that over an old guy. Whoever it is, you've got it bad. You know, when I saw you with Sky Masterson the other day, oh no, not Sky. You're not in love with Sky. Oh, you poor thing. I thought I hated him. I thought I hated Nathan. I still think I hate him. That's love.
Adelaide, can't men like Sky ever change?
For 14 years, I've tried to change Nathan. I always thought about how wonderful he would be. getting married.
Look, is this wedding gonna take place already? I paid $50 for this peasantero.
Nathan, come on.
Gee, Adelaide, you picked the busiest time of day.
Let's go. Where's the wedding?
Holy smokes!
What's the matter?
I didn't get a place for the wedding.
Oh, Nathan!
How about the Biltmore Garage?
Brothers and sisters, life is one big crap game, and the devil's using loaded dice.
Wait, Captain?
Brother Masterson,
Yes, Brother Detroit.
can we get married in your mission? Adelaide and I?
Certainly. I married Brother Masterton and Sister Sarah. I'm glad to do the same for you.
Congratulations, Nathan. I'll lay 8 to 5 will be very happy.
What Obadiah means is
Obadiah!
he wishes you every happiness, and so do I.
Thank you very much. I know we're gonna be happy. We're gonna have a little place in the country, and Nathan is gonna be sitting there beside me,